distance between today's promising Rwanda and tomorrow's prosperous Rwanda isn't nearly as far as you think. To reach it, we only need a bridge and people who are led to cross it. Committed friends from the US and other developed countries who feel called to be part of Rwanda's rising, and the Rwandans themselves, humble, strong, and determined to make their country a light to all of Africa. Our bridge is built on 4 pillars, grounded in divine guidance, education, entrepreneurship, and servant leadership. First, we find the most talented and promising young leaders in all of Rwanda. These are young people who truly wish to make a difference for their country. Next, we prepare our young leaders spiritually and academically so that they're ready to meet the incredible challenges that lie ahead of them on the bridge. Then, through the generosity of colleges, universities, and donors like you, we connect these talented young people with scholarships and host families in the US. Here they get degrees, learn from the success of others, and prepare themselves to return to Rwanda to fill critical jobs in the new Rwanda economy. A 21st century economy where our young leaders help create solutions, businesses, and infrastructure, passable roads, enabling technology, schools, farms and factories, businesses big and small, the economy grows. Lives transform, the bridge grows stronger, and Rwanda fulfills its promise to become a leader among nations.
In the Scholars Program, we aim to identify the best and brightest students that we can find in the entire country of Rwanda. We look for students that not only have a proven academic record, but students who have exceptional leadership skills, who have a desire to contribute to their community, and really students who have a passion for wanting to contribute to Rwanda and the development of Rwanda, who want to come back and to help the people of their country.
I performed very well in my national exams. I was among the top students at my school. When I got an opportunity to come to Bridge2Rwanda, it opened doors to opportunities for me to go and study in the United States, and I believe that's where I will get an outstanding education.
I had a dream of going to an international university, but I didn't know how to do it. I was always asking myself the way I would pass, but things changed when I joined Bridge2Rwanda Scholars program, from where I learned a lot, from where my vision was put into accomplishment.
We want to create students in our gap year program who are not just ready to succeed academically, but really students who have a well-rounded perspective and who are able to contribute to the campus where they're going, but also to the overall society and communities in which they're living. In the Bridge2Rwanda Scholars Program, we focus on 5 main components: academic preparation, spiritual development, leadership training, entrepreneurship training, and community service.
The Bridge2Rwanda Scholars Program helped me and prepared me in so many ways. It helped me get prepared for school in ways like helping me improve my English and my writing skills. So it has also helped me look at Christianity in a way just beyond what we are told in church, but in a way of relating with people and drawing closer to God.
Our teachers, our mentors, and the speakers we get, they instruct us, they motivate us to become servant leaders.
A program like this gives the student that edge that they need and gives the students the tools that they need. You're moving forward through their educational experience, but even after that.
We really feel like the young men and women in the Bridge2Rwanda Scholars Program are some of the most impressive young men and women in all of Africa, and that they are able to compete with students from around the world. They have exceptional character, exceptional skills, and we really believe that they are the future generation, the future leaders of Rwanda.
We're Kyle and Ashley Floyd, and we had been going to the same church for about 7 or 8 years, and we knew that our church had strong ties to Rwanda, in particular for missions. And one Sunday we showed up and there was a need for host families. Through Bridge2Rwanda, there was a group of Rwandans coming over that needed host families immediately.
We both read it in the bulletin completely independently of each other. And after the service was over, I looked at Kyle and said, "This is something we should do, isn't it?" And he said, "I think so."
Really, from day one, he blended into our family just terrifically.
I was amazed at how easily the kids just sucked him right in, and they were actually very helpful for his transition. Acted like they'd known him their whole lives, grabbed his hand, walked in the house with him, helped him with his bags. I think they were a huge part of making the transition easier for him.
It's just so fun to see this person experience all the things that America has to offer that they didn't know about, or hadn't seen, or hadn't heard about, and teach them these things. And, you know, I could see my kids growing up and maturing through the process, as well as we could see him growing up. And that was, you know, it was just a blast to have our children and this student from across the globe interacting so well. After Rene graduates, he's going to go back to Rwanda, and he's going to look for a place to plug in. And to know that my family and I had a little part in the man that Rwanda is getting now is such an honor. I can't even put it into words.
If you've ever considered hosting a student, this is the greatest opportunity you'll ever have. I would not change anything. I would do it over again 10 times.
I think it was a very important moment in our family in defining who we are and what our values are. I think from this point on, we can say we're the type of family who acts for God's kingdom. We're the type of family who doesn't sit back and watch. We jump in. And to learn that about yourself is extraordinarily rewarding. And I like to be able to say now that we're a family that puts our faith into action.
Bridge2Rwanda is dedicated to creating successful businesses in Rwanda. We believe business is transformational to individuals, to families, and to communities, and that entrepreneurship is a divine calling.
Many people question, well, how do you know the scholar will return to Rwanda? The fact is that they are chosen in part because of their natural leadership skills and their passion for their country. It's part of their DNA to return to Rwanda and participate in leadership and nation building.
What Rwanda needs mostly at this time is international expertise that can work alongside like local initiatives already, and who's best to come up with that than international students, than Rwandan students who have had the chance to study outside, you know, in specific sectors, in key areas for Rwanda's development, like economics, engineering, business, and ICT. I would rather work in Rwanda than anywhere else. We cannot continue to think of Rwanda as a place that is lacking in opportunity, but that is one that is very ripe.
What brings students back is jobs and opportunity. And our goal at Bridge2Rwanda is to work with Rwanda's government, with its private sector, with its largest employers, and with foreign investors to build businesses that offer jobs and create the opportunities for our scholars to continue their professional careers after they finish studying abroad.